Do you ever have a day where you wake up and the world is just a little grayer than it was the day before? It's like your body feels heavier to carry around and it's harder to smile and you're running on lower battery power and the good mood is just like harder to push the needle up to? This is what I like to call a funk. Now, once in the funk, it is incredibly easy to let the funk persist, to wallow in said funk, to not go outside and not get dressed, and to resist being in a good mood. It's just easier to stay grumpy and sad. Guilty. But in the long term, funks make life harder. And in an attempt to get myself out of my own funk, I decided to make this video 5 ways to tell a funk to off. So obviously, number 1 is make something. Fold paper cranes, do some knitting, make delicious food, draw, write, color something. Anything that gets you out of your own head, and at the end you can look at it and say, hey, I made that with my brain and my eyeballs and my hands. I mean, hell, just make your bed for a start. And actually, that brings me to number 2. Change your space. Ha, good segue. High five me. Get out of bed, put your clothes away, put things in drawers, do the dishes, organize your makeup, whatever it is to make yourself feel a little more put together and a little more in control of your life. If you're in your pajamas, make the switch to daytime clothes. If you're in daytime clothes, put on something comfortable. Give yourself a change of the environment or situation that you're stuck in, and then it'll be easier to kick the mood that's associated with that environment. Kind of like refiling your brain, and I promise at the end you'll feel at least a little bit better. And speaking of feeling better, that brings us to number 3, go outside. Or if that feels like too much, just open a window. Even if it's freezing or raining or too bright or whatever reason your brain has come up with for justifying staying inside and on the couch, just the feeling of fresh air on your face makes for a whole new mood. And while you're out there, just look at people. This one sounds kind of creepy, I know, but trust me. Take the time while you're outside or like at the grocery store or out and about running errands to just look at people and how they live their lives. What are they doing today? What's on their minds? Sometimes I like to come up with like little backstories for people about what they're doing with their day. It takes the focus from inside your own mind and shines it on other people. And just thinking about the sheer bustling masses of humanity who are celebrating a birthday or loving someone or having the best day of their lives just gives you a little perspective. And that brings me to my last point, number 5. Hang out with friends. Go talk to someone, anyone, about anything. Just connect with another human being, and anything that seemed too hard or too scary or too much will just melt away a little bit. People love you and want to hear from you. I promise. So those are the 5 big things. Other little things you can do are watch a familiar, homey, awesome movie. I recommend the Harry Potter series, especially starting with the earlier ones. It brings you back to your childhood. Read a book you love, put on clothes that lift your mood, eat your favorite food, and my personal favorite, listen to some music that just will never not make you smile. Also, obviously, these things aren't foolproof. If you find that none of this is helping, or you can't even bring yourself to do these things, and your funk is persisting for a really long time, then maybe it's time to talk to someone who has a little more experience in these things, like a therapist or another mental health professional. There's nothing wrong with that, and it can be really, really helpful. So reach out to someone you trust, like a friend, a family member, a loved one, and ask for help if you need it. If you've been in a funk lately, let me know down in the comments. I hope you're doing okay. Everybody watching this video is here for you. I'm here for you. I care about you. Go talk to someone. We're gonna be okay. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel. Tune in next week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!